Welcome to the Newsa-Cast YouTube channel. These Red Smith Banquet throwbacks are exclusive interviews of sports legends, powerful media personalities, and influential coaches. You won't find these anywhere else. Subscribe below and enjoy. All right, Tosh, it is time for what started this whole podcast off, the Red Smith Banquet throwback. We go back to 1994. And actually, I remember this. I was in my 20s. I definitely remember when we had Bob Harlan, Packer president, and put a little context to 1994. The Packers hadn't won a Super Bowl yet, but they were ramping up. I mean, you had Brett Favre, I believe you had Reggie White right during that time, and they just couldn't quite beat the Cowboys. But within the next 2 years, they were in the Super Bowl. So this was an exciting time. You could feel it, and Bob Harlan came to a lot of Red Smith banquets, and 1994 was the year that we decided, we needed to honor him with the Red Smith Award. So, folks, enjoy 1994 at the Red Smith Sports Award banquet at the Radisson Paper Valley Hotel when Bob Harlan, president of the Green Bay Packers, received the Red Smith Award at the Red Smith banquet.
The man who we're honoring tonight. This is a man whose own history with the Green Bay Packers goes back more than 20 years. A man who knows and cares about the most dedicated fans in football. A man who saw it fit to hire the Raiders personnel director, Ron Wolf, and former 49ers offensive coordinator, Mike Holmgren. I'm speaking, obviously, of Robert E. Harlan, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Green Bay Packers. Bob has gained the respect throughout the NFL for his work done since assuming the position in 1989. Perhaps more important, he has earned the respect of Packer fans everywhere. With the waiting list on season tickets in Milwaukee at 5 years and in Green Bay 20 years, and diehard fans who will pack the stands and the seats no matter how cold it is, it would be real easy to say and shrug your shoulders and say, well, who needs to invest in this team? But Bob realized that the Packer fans are ready to see a winning team again. He realized that they're ready to enjoy the kind of treatment that they deserve for being loyal fans season after season after season. One of his first major projects as president was the construction of 36 new private boxes and 1,920 club seats, the first in Lambeau Field history. This $8 million expansion increased stadium capacity to nearly 60,000. He also scheduled and staged the first Breakfast with the Packers function in the club's history. This was not an elitist function. Fans were picked at random by a computer. In addition to enjoying a breakfast with their team, they also were given the opportunity to comment on the organization. The breakfasts have been a tradition ever since that first year. In 1990, he implemented a comprehensive program designed to encourage responsible drinking by the fans. And recently, Bob completed a major upgrade to the expansion of the team's administration and training headquarters that make them comparable to anything in the league. As if his work with the Packers and the fans weren't enough, he is active in the Green Bay community as a member of the board of directors for St. Mary's Hospital, St. Norbert's College, and the First Star Bank of Green Bay. He is also a member of the executive board for the Packers 65 Roses Sports Club, which was created to generate awareness of cystic fibrosis and raise research money to find a cure for this disease. And I could go on, but I won't. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 1994 Miller Nice Guy Award winner, Mr. Bob Harlan.
Thank you very much. You're obviously not the same fans who send me those anonymous letters written in crayon after we lose to the Bears. And I appreciate it. I'm really very honored to be here tonight. I'm very honored to receive this award. And doubly honored to join the elite people who have received it prior to me. It's a fine group of gentlemen who have represented sports in a number of ways for a number of years. And for me to be a part of that group means a great deal to me. But the important thing tonight for me is to say thank you. Thank you to Miller for the award. Thank you to Danny for putting on a dinner such as this. And thank you to the fans of the Green Bay Packers. The best, the most loyal, the most patient, the most deserving. There's no sports fans anywhere who deserve football, quality football, like you people do. And we're going to continue to make every attempt in Green Bay to have as fine a team in the National Football League as we can possibly have every single year. I would like to thank my staff. An organization is people. Great people make a great organization. And I've been very gifted. I'm surrounded by strong people who work diligently to make the Green Bay Packers better. And I'm greatly appreciative of their efforts. If I pick out two people that I have to salute and be very thankful to, it would be Ron Wolf and Mike Holmgren. When we went searching for a new general manager 2 years ago and a new coach, we wanted to bring in two people who had been winners, had been successful, had been to the big game and won the big game, and knew what it took to put together an organization that could contend. We found two of the very, very finest. When Ron Wolf worked for 25 years for Al Davis and the Oakland LA Raiders, he certainly proved his qualifications. And there wasn't a hotter commodity in football than Mike Holmgren when he had 8 offers and he decided to come to Green Bay and help resurrect the Packers. These two gentlemen have restored respect to Green Bay Packer football, and I think we all owe them a great deal of thanks. I would like to thank my family. 2 members have been introduced tonight, my wife Madeline, my son Mike. My other 2 sons are out working someplace. But I would like to thank them just for letting me share my life with them. And finally, I would like to say a very sincere thank you to the Green Bay Packers for giving me the opportunity 23 years ago to come here and work for what, in my mind, is the very finest organization in all of sports. There's not another story like this anyplace. It's more fiction than it is real. The small city, the community ownership, the 11 championships, 18 members in the Canton Sports Hall of Fame. It's a wonderful story that'll never happen again. People love to talk about tradition in sports. It's the main item. If you're in baseball, I like to talk about the Yankees. Or if you're in basketball, I want to talk about the Celtics. But believe me, the very finest tradition in all of sports lives at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I am delighted to be a part of it. Thank you.
Please subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when we post another great episode or interview. Download the podcast on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for your support.